Welcome to Train Symbiotic. I've spoken about it before, but it's finally time to do an episode on my controller. Actually, that's not true. I'm going to do 2 episodes on my controller because it's so complicated. But what's an episode without a little train running through the backside? In front of you, you can see my controller. It's an ECoS by ESU. This is a German manufactured controller. Functions it have from the exterior is 2 motorised controllers, which mean if you're swapping between locos, the control knob will always be in the correct position. You then have thumb switches which can be used for different actions. You then have an easy to change button to change which loco you have. You then have a selection of function buttons for your train. You then have a large TFT monitor. Then you have the function buttons down the side again. And you have big clear go and stop buttons which are power on, power off. On the back of the controller you have more ports. First of all, you have your programming track, then you have your track power, then you have 4 ECoS link ports. These mean you can add other accessories like the ECoS detector, which I have shown in a previous video, and several other ones which I'll show in another video. Then you have a ECoS link terminal port, then you have your Ethernet port. This is normally plugged in for me, but my cable's a bit too short to actually show it. You then have several other ports at the back which give you sniffer, which mean you could connect your old controller to this, and then you can also use this to use your old booster to output from this. You also have a battery pack at the back. This is where about the rechargeable batteries are kept, so that if you don't shut down the machine properly, you won't do any damage. I have the screen set up for 2 throttles, and it displays the information of the trains that I have selected. So everything on the left hand side is also repeated on the right hand side, but for different locos. So to start off with, you have your throttle control. This represents the speed which the control knob is set to, but you can also control the speed from this. You then have your function buttons. You can program in the images you want from the ECoS database. You then have a button down at the bottom to select your loco. Then up at the top you have a name of your loco and an image. I haven't uploaded images to this yet, but it's something on my to be done list. Then you have our spanner signal, which you use to edit the loco or edit the screen. You then have a multi button which allow you to have multiple trains for one controller. You then have a switch button which, if you click it, swap everything from left to right on the screens. So the next screen I have is used for controlling accessories on the track. This screen is showing a few of my points, and you can access all the different screens or points. I have subdivided this into different sections, as I have actually 5 lots of 15 pages on this, so you can have different points to do different things. So I have just separated it. So for the last one, give me on my layout lighting, and just to change something you just tap the icon on the screen, it sends out the signal, and then to turn it off again you just tap it again. And with the point motors, it shows you the direction it's set, so just to change it you just click it and the switch will click. Again, you have the spanner signal, which is used for setting stuff up on the screen, and up at the top you can still see your 2 locos with basic direction it's going, plus the amount of power. The next screen is a chat diagram. This was one of the main reasons that I changed across to this model, as it means you don't need to remember the point numbers. You just click on the screen to change the point, or click on the screen to change the signal. You can program this up with your check layout. I have had to go and split it across several screens because I have quite a large layout. But as you can see, all of it's there. If I click on the next button, it's showing me the next area. So it's really easy, just press buttons to change it. And then you use this button there to go back to your previous screen. I hope you enjoyed this episode, or at least found it useful. Make sure to like, subscribe and share my page. Thank you for your time, Richard.